Hey gang, happy hump day. It's Wednesday. Today we are going to continue working on activity 13, the impact of plastics on society. As you know, yesterday I had stated that I had hoped that you would get up to completing student sheet 13.1 on slide number 9 and then inserting labeled images of all four plastics. What I want to start with today is I'm showing you how you can actually take the your copy of student sheet 13.1 and insert it back into the slide so that I can then see it and grade it. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at that. So if you come to slide number 9, okay, you've got your student sheet, okay? You should have a copy of this document, okay? So I could go ahead and let's say that let's see here. Let's say that I have this document. I've made my own copy of it, etc. Now what I need to do is I need to reinsert it into slide number 9. So what I would do if I was you is I would just delete this whole thing up here, and then I would come down at the bottom or somewhere, okay, and I would um, put my own text box, and I would say my copy of student sheet 13.1. 13.1, comparing plastics. Okay? Then what I would do is I would highlight this text. Okay? I would come up here to where this link button is, and I would say insert link. So what you're going to do from here is you are going to paste your link from that particular document. So I can show you how to do that. If I were to go into my docs, okay, and in my docs, let's say I'm just going to use this agenda that I've got here, okay? I can open that document up, and if I go to my shared settings, there's going to be one thing that you're going to need to do. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to need to open up the shared settings. To do that, you're going to click right here where it says Get Link, change link to Concord Community Schools. That means anyone who has that link can open it. Okay, you're simply going to copy the link and click Done. Then you are going to come over here, okay, and you are going to paste that link in, okay, and hit Apply. Now, you'll notice that it's linked that agenda. I'm going to close that agenda so you can see that it has disappeared. And if I click on this now, notice that it is in fact linked. So please make sure that you have inserted your link, okay, for your comparing plastics student sheet. Again, you can get rid of mine. Don't forget that you also need to insert labeled images of each of the four plastics. So that means pictures of each of the four plastics. Make sure they have labels on them. Let's then head back to our BFF for the week, slide number 2. Okay. After you have completed slide number 9, you're going to complete slides 10 and 11. So let's give slide number 10 a look. For slide number 10, all you have to do is choose one of the four plastics from this activity. So you are choosing Teflon, Kevlar, polylactic acid, or polyester. Choose one of those four. Explain how the properties then of that plastic determine what type of products it can and cannot be used for. It's really important in this particular slide that you understand what a property is. Please know that a property is defined as a particular characteristic of a material, such as a material's density, melting point, or color, and a change in the volume of a material, remember, does not change its properties. So again, you're looking at the properties of the material, and you're telling me how the properties of that particular plastic determine what type of product it can and cannot be used for. So you need to make sure you tell me which plastic you've chosen, and you would need to explain its properties and how those determine what it can and cannot be used for, and then you need to insert a labeled picture of your chosen plastic. That then takes us to slide 11. Slide 11 is where we begin looking at your 1 to 2 minute video summary. Okay. Um, Now, when you make this summary, okay, you are going to be using Screencastify, or if you prefer to use Flipgrid or something else, that's fine. You are going to have to create a 1 to 2 minute video summary of your investigation. Okay, so you need to include the following information in your video summary: a statement of support for one of the 4 proposals. Remember, those 4 proposals can be found in your lab manual, in your digital lab manual on page 78. We will discuss those further tomorrow. You need to give me a description of both the benefits and the trade-offs of the proposal that you've chosen. You need to supply evidence that supports your proposal, a scientifically accurate analysis and interpretation of your data, and citation of evidence from the text. Okay, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going back through all of these slides and reading those slides to me. That is not what your video is about. Your video is only specific to the proposal that you are choosing, one of those 4, and then this information here. Okay, I encourage you, before you make your video, to sit down and come up with a script that you're going to use, so that you can make sure that you hit each of these points. Again, we will talk about this video in greater detail tomorrow, but I just wanted to give you a preview to what it is that you're going to be doing. I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. See you guys later.